Coming up on this edition of Hawkeye News.
Freezing weather pounds Red Oak ISD during the month of February, causing schools to close. We have the details on when these icy days might be made up.
She is known by most Red Oak High School students for her deep roots in many school-related organizations and activities. Hawkeye News is proud to bring you an up-close look at another wonderful Red Oak High School teacher in this month's Teacher Spotlight.
With graduation quickly approaching, Hawkeye News checks in with our wonderful counselors to find out what seniors should be doing now.
This month's Where Are They Now takes a look at another familiar face in Red Oak High School, class of 1993, Miss Laura Kelly.
And finally, investigative reporter Mandy Williams takes a closer look at a popular over-the-counter drug that can have very deadly or even life-changing consequences. News you can use later in the show.
All coming up next on this edition of Hawkeye News.
You're watching Hawkeye News with Heather Blackwood and Rachel Selvey. Sports with Brian Wackles. And student life, academic, and special reports with our Hawkeye News team. Plus, news coverage from the Junior High Bureau with Caitlin Stanglin. Hawkeye News, leadership you can depend on.
Welcome to this edition of Hawkeye News for March 2003. I'm Heather Blackwood.
And I'm Christian Henson, filling in for Rachel Selvey, who is on assignment with the Hawkettes drill team as they took part in the Dancing on the High Seas competition.
We go now to the Carnival Cruise Jubilee for a look at what's to come later in our show. Rachel?
Hi, Heather and Christian. Coming up later in the show, it's spring break Hawkette style as the drill team took part on Dancing on the High Seas competition, sponsored by the American Dance Drill Team Festival, while enjoying a nice spring break carnival cruise aboard the Jubilee. I'm here and we're having a blast. The full report coming up later in the show. Back to you guys in the studio.
Thanks, Rachel. We look forward to hearing more about that and other spring break activities later in the show.
Now for this month's top stories.